Hey everybody, Lynn Sneakers here, and welcome to something new. Today I'll be giving you my first impressions of Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. I played the first month of spring in the game, and then I stopped and I haven't played since. So, these are my thoughts. The graphics. They're very cute, they're very nice, they're super smooth, super cute, super chibi, but not chibi. They're like a very nice... they're very nice. They look very nice. They're reminiscent of the Little Dragon Cafe, just without the bunch of textures on it, which was also a very cute game. Both very cute graphics. 10 out of 10. I really like the graphics. The character creation is way better than anything I expected. I never looked at anything before release, so I had no idea what I was walking into. With the character creation, you're not limited to anything. You can pick any hairstyle, any face style, any clothes. I mean, there's only two to choose from the start, but you can pick either one. You can pick what your walk looks like. You can pick your voice. If you don't want to make anybody yourself, you can pick from a preset. There's 8 presets in total. You can pick heterochromia, so I can actually have the color of my eyes right in this game, which is really cool. And later on, when you're done, you can pick your name, which you cannot change. You can pick your pronouns, which you cannot change, and it doesn't matter. It's not chosen when you pick your walk or your voice. You pick that after everything you've already chosen. And you can pick your birthday, which you can also not change. But if you ever want to change your hair, your eyes, your face, your voice, your walk at any time, you will unlock things later in the game which allow you to do so, which is really, really cool. I like it a lot. For the characters that are not you, they're actually really nice, for the most part. Some of the boys' designs are kind of boring, but a lot of the girls are really nice, so it kind of evens out there. But there are no character portraits to go along with their really cute models, so it kind of makes it feel a little lackluster. The characters don't really emote when they're talking to you, so they're just kind of staring at you with their big old eyes, and it's kind of creepy. They do have more than 2 lines of dialogue per day, which is nice, but the writing is also kind of stiff. And if you look at the little info character log in your menu, some of them only have like 2 word descriptors, which isn't that great. So it's like you think they could have done a little more on that front. Like this one lady, I can't remember her name, she runs the cafe. I've talked to her so many times and all I get is like, hello, and that's it. It's just, some people have very boring writing compared to others, and it's just really sad because their designs are really cool or really nice. One other thing, if you didn't already know, it's hard to tell who the bachelors and bachelorettes are. I didn't look anything up. I didn't know who the bachelors or bachelorettes are. There were 3 people I thought were bachelors or bachelorettes. Beth, she is not. I was very upset about that. Clements or Clement, he is not. I was very upset about that. Angela, she is not. I was very upset about that. So all the current people that are on the roster, I don't really care right now as it is. So that's fine, whatever. Maybe I'll find someone later. But there was another person, I can't remember his name. He is the son of the mayor. I thought for sure he was a bachelor too. He is not. That astounds me to the high heavens. I don't understand how or why he isn't. So, I wish they had something that signified they were romanceable, like the hearts by their text boxes, or flowers, or if they just sparkled the first time you talked to them like an Animal Parade. That would have helped me a lot, and I wouldn't have wasted so much time giving Beth a lot of presents trying to be like, yay, will you be my girlfriend? For the farming aspect of the game, since it is a farming game, the controls are very good, but they are a little slidey when you're walking with your character. To make up for this though, if you miss what you're trying to hit or water, you do not lose stamina, and if you water a crop twice, you do not lose stamina, so that's very nice. There is no lock-on feature, so you cannot move like you're on a grid. Like I said, if you miss or you water something twice, you don't lose stamina. It's just a little bit of a pain. A major focus is a crafting feature, which is a lot more in-depth than this one than I believe it was in A New Beginning or any of the other DS ones that might have had crafting. It sounds nice in practice, like they were going for a Stardew Valley or My Time at Portia kind of thing, but they didn't implement it very well. There are a bunch of different kind of makers, ranging from ore to lumber to thread to getting mayonnaise and whatever else there is. I've only seen those 4 that I remember, but you cannot have one maker and say, hey, I want 25 pieces of lumber, so I'm going to give the right amount of materials for 25 pieces of lumber. You have to do it one at a time. So if you want 25 pieces of lumber in one day, you have to make 25 lumber station maker things, which is not ideal at all whatsoever. I don't want to make 25 makers because they take up so much space on your farm. You are not allowed to put them in your barn. You're not allowed to put them in your house. They have to stay outside and they take up so much space. One good thing, mining is back. I'm so excited. I haven't seen an actual mining cave in a Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons game in what feels like forever. I don't know if I just hadn't unlocked it yet in like the 3DS games, but when the Friends of Mineral Town got ported to the Switch, I just went to the mines almost immediately because the mining system is it's so simple, but it's relaxing and it's fun, and I like it, so I'm glad it's back. Another thing with the farming, as you unlock new areas, which progresses the plot obviously, that is how you get more animals. You do not get them from a store. You have to unlock their residency, if that is the right word. You have to unlock like the coop, you have to unlock the barn, and when you unlock those, usually the animal will be nearby, and then you tame the animal, and that's how you get the animals, and then you can buy more from the store. You can't just go to the store and buy one immediately. You have to find where their housing is, clear it up, fix it, get the materials to fix it if you don't have the stuff to fix it already, and then you can get the housing and your animals. You can move the barn and the coop wherever you like on your farm, but every time you do, you have to rename the building and you have to re-register your animal to the building, which is a giant pain. I only have 3 animals, and if I ever have to move it, I already dread the fact that if I ever have to move my barn or my coop, I have to rename the buildings and register them back to the houses. It's just like, just leave it. Just let them be registered completely. Why do I have to do this all over again? So you can buy pets pretty early on. You have to upgrade your house and you can get a pet. You can choose between a dog or a cat to start. I'm sure there'll be more as the game goes on, but you can take them for a walk. I don't know if there's any reason for it, but I do it all the time because it's very cute, and these animals are very strong and will push a cow if they cannot get to you, and it's adorable and hilarious. I love them a lot. A new feature is a camera mode. I think Animal Parade might have had a camera now that I think about it, but I'm not going to go look and check. But there's a camera mode where you can take pictures of new animals that are wild, not like farm animals in the wild, but a sparrow or something. So if you take pictures of those, you can take it to the museum and they'll make a little figurine out of it. It's very cute. You can take pictures of people right in their faces. It's just a fun feature, and I really like the camera a lot. There are also various things you can find in the ground. When you drain a pool or something, you'll get treasure. You can go get that. You can get it appraised, and if it's good, you can place it in the museum, which is also fun. It's like a kind of pseudo Animal Crossing, except you could also place where the things go, which kind of sucks for me because I don't know what everything is, and I want them to be matching as I go along. So that's both fun and hard for me because you cannot change their placements after, and I want to cry. If you have too many things on your farm, things will pop in and out of existence because it has having trouble loading all of the things. I don't see it too much because there are 3 camera controls. You can have it far out, in the middle, or super close in. I usually have it super close in because it lets me try to visualize and connect the character models to their names. I'm having troubles with that. But it is a problem that you can definitely see. It's very jarring when you see it, but it doesn't bother me that much. Honestly, I don't really care, but I know some people do care. As with the makers being very limited to only being outside and taking up a lot of space, you can get furniture for your house and decorate your house, but it's also very limited on where you can put things. It locks you into this really tiny grid into one corner for your first house, and it locks just everything in really specific areas. So it's like, I don't even understand the point of getting furniture if I'm getting locked into these very, very specific areas. Like if I could put a table in like 3 or 4 specific areas, that would have been fine. But no, I have to put a table next to a table in a corner, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care for it. I'm really disappointed in that aspect. As with all or most of these games, you have festivals that happen in the town. So far I've seen 2. They can range from just little cutscenes, or they can be little mini games. The mini games aren't anything spectacular, but they are cute and they are fun. Just a little time killer. The only thing that sucks, my birthday in the game fell on a festival, and the festival locks the town completely, so you cannot visit the town before or after the festival. So nobody got to wish me happy birthday, and that was very sad for me. When you cut things down on your farm trying to clear it out and make it pretty, they respawn tenfold the next day. If I cut down 5 trees, I'm going to be getting 10 saplings back the next day. It's kind of a pain. I just want to clear out my farm. I don't want the access. Just give it to me in a week. Don't give it all back within a day. It's a big pain to me personally. I just want to clear out my farm, but I can't do that when they keep respawning everything so fast. All in all, it's a really fun game. I really like how it feels. I really like the way it looks. It's very cute, it's very calming, it's very relaxing. Some of the sound effects can get a little annoying when you have to do something a lot, like cutting a tree or hitting a bunch of rocks, but it's fine. I'll just mute the TV while I do that for a little bit. Doesn't matter to me. And there are going to be patches later on to hopefully fix some of the problems that have been listed so far. So that's very exciting. I'm very excited to see what they do. I'm very excited to see what the patches will bring and how it will help improve the game. I already really like it a lot. I just really hope they would bring character portraits back, because I really have a hard time connecting characters to names right now without it, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen. I can only hope. But along with the patches, there will be expansion passes that will bring in bachelorettes and bachelors from previous games, so I'm very excited for that, and it's going to give you a lot of new areas to explore and other things. I'm so excited. All I know from that is that Lizette is marriage candidate for both genders, obviously, because they're not locked anymore, and I really wanted to romance her in Trio of Towns. You guys don't know how excited I am. I'm so excited for Lizette. But yeah, that's what I got for Story of Seasons. Poot. It is a fun game. They really tried something new. They need to work out a little things, like with the makers, of course. Those are probably the worst offender right now. Hopefully that will be fixed in the future patch. I'm really hoping. That is my biggest complaint so far, is just the ridiculous thing of the makers needing 24 to make 24 pieces of lumber in a day. That's just, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. They need to rethink their good ideas. But yeah, it's very fun. If you like Harvest Moon or previous Story of Seasons titles, I would definitely recommend looking into it. I can only think it'll improve from here, and I hope the patches help it a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to improve it. Something if I do this again. I have never done anything like this before. This is very new to me. So I'd appreciate any feedback, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye!